Hey, good morning. I'm just having a thought this morning. I'm here cutting up some vegetables for a soup I'm going to put in the slow cooker for the rest of the day because we have things to do, right? I'm just thinking about some stuff. I'm thinking about growth. I'm thinking about where are we going in life? How do we get to where we have to go? How do we become all the things that God has for us to become? How do we get to that thing, to everything that God has for me? Because I want to do everything that God want me to be. I don't want to be stuck and be comfortable in the place that I am. This morning I got up, I was reading the 28 Days of Blessings from my pastor, Terry Smith, and I always go over it. Like once a week I go over something that I did the first part of the year. And so fast already, it's the middle of May, almost the end of May, and I just went over some things this morning in the Bless You when, you know, I wake up in the morning to get a coffee, and just to remember that if I can remember that God loves me and his first thing is to bless me. He first blessed us. He first blessed the creation that he made. He first blessed us. And if I go into my life thinking that everything about my life and everything that God will have in store for me is good for me, he's not trying to do nothing that is outside of him for my life. And inside of him is just love. His love for me is stronger than anything else that is out here in the space or anything. And I want to become all the things that God has for me to become. So in the morning, I am preparing. I'm saying, okay, I am going to make this, get this soup on. I'm going to cut up my chicken for the week. I'm going to get the salmon that I got to make for Sunday. And just to make my life better. I've been watching some podcasts and I'm impressed with things that people will say, and it has impacted my life because it resonates with the things that I'm thinking for my own life. Like I was watching this podcast with Jay Shetty, and the young lady, I forget her name, but she said something that resonated so well with me this week, where she said, the therapist said to her, whatever you're eating, whatever you're drinking, whatever you're buying, are you loving yourself? Be mindful of loving ourselves. You know, I love to work out. It's a thing for me. I've been working out really all my life. I started working out like on a Saturday morning, watching the exercise programs on the TV when I lived in Jamaica. And I used to do that on a Saturday morning, and people would come to the house and they'd be like, oh, you forever. Why are you doing? You're skinny. Why are you working out? But I enjoyed it. I used to run, even when I was younger, in primary school. I used to run for like a mile. I would grab my brother and say, yo, let's go run. And I would go running when I was really young, right? And I learned some things about discipline. I learned some things about working out. I learned some things that it matters to take care of my body, but it matters to take care of my spirit. It matters to take care of my emotional health. It matters to take care of all the aspects of my life. And so the first thing that I want to do every day is to take care of my spiritual self first, to make sure I'm connecting with the God that loves me, with the God that cares about everything concerning me, right? And so that's my first thing in the day. I go to work. I love my job. I love connecting with my patients. I love connecting with the people that I work with. I like to give a word of encouragement. I like to be the person that brings a smile to your face. I like to be that person. I enjoy taking care of the people around me. And so my family, I take care of my family. My desire is to make sure that they're eating well. My desire is that they are taken care of, that they are not just, they're not just here, but we know that we care for each other. It is a known fact. I like to let my friends know that they're cared for. And so, I'm just here thinking, I did my workout, haven't done my workout today yet, and I'm thinking, when is that going to happen? I'm trying to make everything be in this one Saturday. It's so much to do on a Saturday. Weekends, I'm like, okay, here it is, the weekend work, because work never stops, right? It's like work never stops. And I'm trying to do all the things on a Saturday because I have church tomorrow. and I want it to be a restful Sunday. I don't want to be doing all the things on a Sunday. So my first thing is start the washing, start cutting up the vegetables, start making the breakfast for today, and hopefully I can make it work today, and at the same time to plan stuff for the kid to do, because it's Saturday and he needs to do some activities. Where are we gonna go? So I have to try to make the timing. So make sure the soup is on, make sure I put it in the slow cooker, so by the time I get back I could just put it in the pot and make it the last of the soup, cook it down, do whatever. I'm out with the chicken, I'm out with a chicken to cut up. I'm like, okay, this amount of time for it to thaw out. I have to season this before Sunday comes. I would love to cook it before Sunday comes. So I don't know if there's so many hours in the day. I need to make it to the post office this morning. So much stuff to do. And I'm like trying to figure everything out in my mind. Trying to become everything that I need to be today. Trying to be all the things today that my family needs and my household needs. I got up, I'm taking care of the plants. I am watering the plants. I am putting away the blankets. I have to go and vacuum the floor. My husband is outside, he's building something for wood and to put the woods on. So we're all active and doing things. We're all doing something. So this morning, life may be rough, life may be tough, but find that thing that brings you the joy, right? So like I will wake up and I want to play worship music because it uplifts me, it makes me happy, it brings joy to my life, it brings a calm to my space. It is what I love to do, right? So that I do, that I put in my day, that I do while I am washing, that's what I do while I'm cooking, that's what I do while I'm cleaning the house, that's what I do when I'm in the car. It's all the time. It gives me His presence. I love when His presence is with me always. So it's a thing. And to try to get your family to eat better, to try to help them to eat healthier, especially the child. He comes, he wants chocolate in the morning. Oh my God, I'm like, can you have some strawberries instead of chocolate? He's gonna cry because I'm like, now I'm saying, you eat the chocolate now, you get nothing else to eat for the rest of the day. That's no ice cream, that's no ice cream sandwich, that's nothing, tears. Oh, but it's only a little chocolate. It's enough for the day. I'm your mother, I have to take care of it. So how are you coping? How are you managing your day? How can you give me some tips as to what else I can do to let my day go smoother on a Saturday? Yes, I try to do this thing. I'm like, in the week I could start to do some things. So this week I started to do some things with my drawers upstairs. I end up taking out all the stuff, and now I have to put all the stuff back, plus the stuff that was washed. So now I'm like, I've given myself more work, but I'm gonna take my time and do some of it today, do some daily so I don't feel so overwhelmed, because by the time I get home in the evening and do a workout and take time with the boy, get him ready for bed, spend time with the family, the night is over. I'm trying here, but it is getting done. So we take our time and we do what is necessary so that we can have a better life, so we can have a fulfilled life. Now,